Could you be any louder?
Cake cut chilling on boats.
One of the most villainous speedsters of all time, Hunter Zolomon, aka Zoom, terrorized the citizens of Central City for months on end. While numerous speedsters were able to hurt the Flash, Zoom still holds the title for most damage done to the Flash in combat when he broke his spine with his fist and then stabbed him in the stomach. And that's not even counting all the other times that he destroyed the Flash in a 1v1. So with Flash fans understanding all of these things to be true, the only question I have is, was Zoom the worst speedster of all time? From the greats immortalized in the Flash Museum to mysterious tech that somehow went missing, in this new series I'm going to be digging through old CCPD files and cracking open some villainous cold cases, answering all sorts of questions about our favorite speedsters, some of the most hated villains in the CW Flash. Welcome to Secrets of Central City. The story begins a fated night on an Earth much like ours, but not the same. A boy, much like our own Barry Allen, but different, witnesses the brutal murder of his own mother. Where our Barry Allen had a family and friends to support him during this hard time, this boy had nothing. So he ran. He ran away from his abusive father. He ran away from that cold, dark house. He never looked back, and he never stopped running. This is the story of one of the Flash's best known and cruelest villains of all time. His name is Hunter Zolomon, but you may know him better as the black-clad speedster whose alias is Zoom. And we can see from the start of Zoom's career as a villain, there are some very strong parallels between him and Barry Allen, aka the Flash. Zoom even touches on this in some of the conversations between the two of them.
We're not so different, you know.
And ultimately, his goal is to make Barry just like him. Now, obviously we know that in the end, Zoom loses and Barry ultimately decides to let go of his darker side. But not without aftershocks to Barry's emotional state, which we may know by another name.
It's called a flashpoint.
Zoom's legacy spoke for itself with all the different side effects of the time warp caused by him killing Barry's father, Henry. You could even go so far, and I will actually go this far, to say that Savitar probably wouldn't have existed without Zoom. Barry's emotional scars took a really long time to heal. So long, in fact, that we can even see very slight repercussions of his actions, which were caused by Zoom, in Season 5. But hold on. Let's back up a little bit. Before we knew Zoom as Jay Garrick or Hunter Zolomon or whoever you want to call him, he's simply a black-suited evil speedster known as Zoom. And this is what I think sets Zoom apart as one of, if not the greatest evil speedster of all time. In Season 2, Episode 6, titled Enter Zoom, and in previous episodes, everyone from Earth 2 is telling Team Flash, you don't know what you're up against. You can't beat Zoom. And us, as the viewer, think to ourselves, well, obviously Zoom can't be that bad. We just fought the Reverse Flash. He was like the worst of the worst. Spoiler alert, he was far worse than anybody anticipated. No other speedster to date has been able to catch a bolt of lightning and throw it back. Like, just run the clip.
Why is he running away?
He's not scared. Oh, he's gonna thunderbolt him?
What?
Jay taught him how to throw lightning.
Like, pure cinema right there. And then in the same episode, we get our regular dose of like, oh, I've had a great idea at the last second. Barry decides to pull him and Zoom into terminal velocity so that neither of them have any speed. And because this is kind of the trope of the show, we're expecting that to, oh, the last second idea always works, so it'll work for Zoom, right? Except this time, Zoom just decides to ignore that. As they're falling together, he gets on top of Barry, which means the Flash takes the brunt of the force into the ground, punches him senseless, and then breaks his back. And then Zoom goes that one step further than any other speedster has. He takes the limp, unconscious body of the Flash, barely breathing, to every known location in Central City, holding him up, showing off to everyone that he has won, he is the victor, he has beaten the Flash. And he did. He very clearly won the fight. Zoom being mysterious and unknown makes him way more menacing. Suddenly, he's not the traumatized little boy who grew up to be a serial killer, Hunter Zolomon. He's a speedster demon, and we don't even know if he's human or not.
Zoom cannot be human.
I think that those few episodes where Zoom remains mysterious but we see him are some of the best of Zoom that we ever get. And we're not even done yet. Like, just a few episodes later, Zoom just wins. Like, he just wins. He gets the Flash's speed. The Flash cannot run fast anymore, and he's now the fastest man alive. And then he flexes this newfound speed by walking into a room full of cops and killing them all in less than a second. That's just crazy. And Zoom is such a cold-hearted killer that he will go so far as to kill other cold-hearted killers. Earth 2 introduced characters like Reverb, Deathstorm, and Killer Frost, mirror versions of our Earth 1 Ronnie, Caitlyn, and Cisco. Some being more attractive than others, if we're being honest. Wait, who put that in the script? I didn't knowingly write that. Anyway, Zoom, being the coldest killer of them all, just kills them, even though they're already murderers and metahumans that are evil. He's just so incredibly powerful and so incredibly dark and evil. He's so fast, in fact, that even with the Tachyon enhancer, it still takes 2 flashes to beat him. I don't know if you realize that, but it takes normal flash and then our time remnant flash. And on top of that, he's actually finished off by a time wraith. Like, who knows what would have happened if Barry had just caught him? He probably just would have run away again and the cycle would have continued. It took an extra dimensional being to suck the life out of him in order for us to actually beat Zoom. That's how powerful he is. So we can clearly see the reasons that people would assume that Zoom was the most evil speedster and the worst of all time. Thawne may have been a better manipulator, playing the long game. Savitar might have broken Barry emotionally with him being himself, but Zoom wasn't trying to do that. And in his own savage way, he ended up doing it all the same, breaking the Flash both emotionally and physically in the worst way possible. And he has taken my personal top spot as the greatest, not even evil speedster, but the greatest villain of all time. Do you think Zoom is the GOAT? Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll catch you next one. Peace.